Slope of parallel and perpendicular lines. Let's first talk about what parallel and perpendicular mean. Parallel means you're going to have two lines that are equidistant apart for the entirety of both of the lines. They will never cross, they will never get closer, and they will never get farther apart. Perpendicular is going to be where lines cross each other going in the complete and exact opposite direction. This is going to be like a plus sign. Plus sign has a perfectly horizontal line and a perfectly vertical line. It creates four 90-degree angles. That's what perpendicular means. So you can see that, yet again, the symbol for perpendicular is creating that plus sign. You can think of an equal sign as being parallel, whatever suits you. So easy to remember parallel. Parallel is going to be the same exact slope that you have. So if you have a line with a slope of 1/2 and you want to make a parallel line, it's also going to have a slope of 1/2. That makes them exactly the same slant whenever we graph them. It's going to go up 1/2 for both of those lines. They'll never touch, they'll never cross. The only thing that changes is where the y-intercept is, B, the point B, whatever is plus or minus after our slope and x value. So what that does is it does a vertical shift of the line. It moves it either up or moves it down. And how far up or down it moves it is how far the gap is going to be between the parallel lines. So the only one you need to really remember that's something different is perpendicular. That's going to be taking the opposite value of the reciprocal of the slope that you're given. And that's a lot to take in. So let's just go ahead and just take a look at that real quick. So line V has a slope of -7/2, and we need to find what the slope of line W will be. And we know that V and W are parallel. Cool. Parallel means awesome. It's going to be the same exact slope. -7/2. Nothing changes. Just to go over what perpendicular would be, if we wanted to find out what perpendicular of line V would be. So we see that it is 7/2 for line V. We would flip, so that's going to be 2/-7. And then we take the opposite value. So that -7 will go away, and we'll have a positive slope of 2/7. So we took the reciprocal and the opposite value of the slope. It was once a negative slope, now it's a positive slope. It's going to create something like this. Negative slope, positive slope, and there's the perpendicular lines. Line M has a slope of -5/4. We define line N. M and N are perpendicular. So that means we're going to take the reciprocal, 4/5. Our original slope was negative, so our new slope is going to be positive. Negative slope, positive slope. If we wanted to have a parallel line for line M, it would be the same exact slope. I'm going over both of them just so you can see it over and over. We know that J and K are going to be parallel, so it's going to be the same exact slope, 3/7. And just to go over, if it were perpendicular, it would be reciprocal, 7/3. And we know that line J was already positive, so we're going to make line K negative, creating the perpendicular lines.